Hey guys, this is Grand Souls Travel. Thanks again for tuning in. This is a day in the life again, part of our channel that we just started. My name is Keith,
Hey, I'm Christina.
and we are showing the video of us on our way to the grocery store, and that is called Chedraui.
On the left here is a little taqueria that we haven't been to, but it is definitely on our list. We just passed a little laundry mat.
And one thing about crossing the road, I think I mentioned this last time, but the cars, they don't have stop signs if they're going north and south or along the ocean. East and west, they have to stop at every four-way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But we are entering the entrance, just getting to the entrance of Chedraui. And luckily, this time, there are a bunch of carts in front. It's not always like that.
No, usually, well, from the beginning of when we started shopping at Chedraui, after, I don't know, maybe afternoon and later, the shopping carts were pretty much all in the parking lot. So you had to just find one wherever it may be and bring that along inside. On that little stand there's usually someone standing either right there or on the other side on the left, and that person is usually either going to ask you to check your bag. Usually on the other side. At this location, it'll be on the other side that you drop it off. But they'll either ask you to check the bag or they will put a tag on your bag just stating or showing that that's something that you brought in already and that it's small enough that, you're not taking out a lot of stuff that you should have paid for.
Yeah, I think their goal was to obviously to stop theft or I guess try to lessen it, but they must have had problems in the beginning or in the past. But now you can, so yeah, you can bring a small bag. They'll give you a tag. But other than that, they'll make you bring your bag to the small stall on the side, and they put it in it's basically like a valet. They put it, or a coat check. You leave your bag there, they give you a ticket, and when you leave, you can grab your bag again. But we already started shopping. You can see some of the prices that we're going for. You'll see we put the American USD comparative, so you can see what prices are like around here. This certain time that we went grocery shopping was kind of a quick stop, so we didn't get a lot of things, but I think this video will allow you to see kind of what the layout is, kind of what to expect in the aisles, and just kind of the experience of what you'll see when you go there.
And I am here for a little minute because this is the first time that I saw the ready-made hamburgers that I just picked up and put back down. And I think, what is that? Maybe chicken, boneless chicken wings kind of thing.
And this is their Deli, and they have great prices. We'll show them in another video when we delve into that. But the prices are good. And another thing that we passed way in the back corner was a bakery, which we haven't really tried. They actually check out separately. There's a checkout way in that far corner, the direction that we're looking. And you kind of check out separately with your baked goods, and then you go to the last register towards the front of the store, which is an interesting concept. But a lot of times you'll see a long line of people getting baked goods. But right now we are looking at, I think, sliced cheese.
We're looking at sliced cheese. For whatever reason, usually when I have been shopping at Chedraui, I was looking at the gourmet cheese section. This wonderful day, I found the regular cheese section, and it was pretty affordable, the prices that I was looking for. So I was pretty excited to get some sliced cheese to snack on throughout the day. And we're coming up to the more of the liquor aisle. We've got beverages on the left, water, etc.
Yeah,
And sodas on both
and
sides, right?
beer, what we just passed is really cheap. We didn't show you the price, but you'll see a lot of locals walking with 6 packs or 12 packs, and they just go to the beach and they just drink beer. But it is really cheap, like Modelo. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Water, we usually get a 5 gallon or 20 liter. We used to get that delivered, but for whatever reason, delivered through WhatsApp, a WhatsApp phone number. But every once in a while, the phone number changes, and sometimes you can't get in contact with that same person or group or company. So instead, we went for Red Bull. Just kidding. But now we've been going to a local store that's actually on our way to Chedraui.
Right, it's a little bodega corner.
Yeah, Abarotes, something like that. And it's a really good price.
And those are 5 gallon jugs.
Mm-hmm.
So. Eggs are a good price. And they got a bunch of different brands. And mostly like on the brands thing, they do have the brands that you're used to depending on where you're coming from, but specifically like America, what we're used to, what we had in Publix in Florida, you can find a lot of those brands, but obviously if they're being imported, it costs more than if you were going to get a brand that's in Mexico or something close by. So you'll see the difference in pricing between things that have to be imported or things that are made there in Mexico. Oh, and another thing about the carts, almost kind of like in America, you'll get a cart that's doesn't really fly straight, but so sometimes you get one that only moves sideways, which everyone has been in that situation, but sometimes it's tough to find one that actually rolls straight, but.
Little elbow grease, you know, you'll get there.
And these are really cheap. Frijoles, 87 cents USD.
And that La Sierra seems to be a pretty popular brand. Theirs is the one that's usually, it has the least left. So you usually just throw that in with some beans. Throw that in with some rice and some veggies, and that's a meal.
So we do still eat pasta, especially on the days, because a lot of the times we'll just get tacos at the taco truck that's close by. Especially since the tacos next to us are 20 pesos, so they're very affordable. They're very good, and so we'll get various things at the grocery store, but. Our main eats is probably tacos from the taco truck down the street. we're heading towards the meat section, but um, I had just grabbed some steak. I forget the price of it. But I think, oh, this is where there's a door missing from the fridge. Um, and I guess it was like that all day, but that was interesting to see. But you can see the whole stack of eggs up there. They don't keep it refrigerated. Same with a lot of the meat actually sits out. Um, and you might have might be reluctant to buy something like that, but it seems to be okay. And we've never actually gotten um, meat from the deli, uh, just because we weren't really sure how the system works. But this is our first time kind of seeing people. Um, they pick it up themselves and they put it in a bag like usual, but they bring it to the counter and they have someone weigh it there.
So where that guy is standing, that's where you hand it over, and they'll weigh it on the other side, and you can kind of see the digital numbers up there a little bit. So that's the kilograms that's showing up there.
Right. So I'm just watching, just out of curiosity, how it all works. And this guy's grabbing actually wings, which yeah, it's $5.22 US per kilogram, not pounds. So you have to keep that in mind. Um, but you can see the wings already have a sauce on it, and then he puts it in the bag, and then he gets it, brings it to the scale to have the deli guys. I guess they just put a sticker on it. But it was interesting the first time we saw this. Like they have chicken, they have beef, they have entire fish, shrimp. It's all kind of laying out there, right down that entire aisle in the middle. Um, and everything seems to turn out okay. I guess nothing goes bad within that day. So, and most of the things we've realized as we've gone shopping is that um, the locals don't usually get a lot of things, like comparative in the U.S. Like my mom used to get, for my entire family, would get 2 carts sometimes full of food. Um, it kind of seems that they get what they're gonna have for that day or the day after, um, because you don't see them generally having full carts of food, So that was one of the things that we noticed as we kept shopping. So this is the cleaning supply section. You'll find mops, detergent, hand soap. This is Suavel, 16 pack for $3.87. Um, But you can really find anything that you need in Chedraui. it's kind of like a lower version of Walmart in the sense that um, they have a lot of different things. So on the left, you'll see I'm about to grab a moisture absorber because I need that for my camera equipment that I have here. But a lot of people, they'll keep that in their closets and stuff. They have car aisles for car stuff. They have clothes.
This is kind of a beach pool section coming up here. A lot of kind of athletic gear and swimsuit kind of things, bathing suits, hats. And a little further to the left is an area where they have like souvenirs, little statues, hot sauces, that kind of thing.
And this is the self-checkout, which they recently installed.
It's been like a couple of months.
Right. And it's pretty much straightforward, the same way that you do it in America.
One thing is we put so to get a Chedraui card, as far as I know, you need a Mexico phone number. So we do have that, and I'm putting it in now. But the cool thing about that is, I guess the more that you shop, you get an amount of like points or dollars accumulated or pesos accumulated. So we've been here since August, and as of that day, we had about 52 pesos. So I don't know what the rate system is per shopping adventure, but it doesn't seem like a lot given what we've spent. Just kind of, I mean, we had to get like some dishes and a good amount of like household small-ish things. So we definitely put in a good amount of money towards the Chedraui card.
Mm-hmm. But also, like we said, and that'll have to be a different video where we delve into having a phone number here, which comes in handy for a lot of things, such as the taxi app, Amazon MX, and Chedraui. A lot of times you won't really have access if you don't have a phone number from Mexico. So we bought like a cheap little burner, and you can pay monthly for your phone bill, but
or less. I think right now I have a 7-day.
Right. Yeah, we have a 7-day right now because we don't really use it that often. But yeah, we'll delve more into that in a different video. But I mean, here you can see we're just scanning at ourselves as you usually do.
One thing that's different is, or I'm pretty sure it's different, is that she calls out the price of each item in Spanish, which is a good way to learn numbers if you don't already know them. And I don't know, I like it. I like she has a nice voice, I like the call out.
Right, very nice voice. And if you get veggies or fruits, you can see on that screen there's a little magnifying glass. I forget what it says. It says something like Buscar, but you can press that because a lot of the fruits and veggies don't have scanners on them. So you can press that, and it can go by picture, actually. So you can match the picture to what you got, and then you can put it on the scanner, and it weighs it for you. And then that spits out a price, so...
Helpful to know the name of the thing in Spanish. Like tomato, it's easy, but
onions,
spinach
cebolla
might be a little tricky. It's just, I think, starts with an E instead of spinach.
And this is our receipt. It gets emailed to you if you have an account, or if you have an account at Chedraui, it gets emailed to you. So that's kind of a nice feature. So what we do is we bring Chedraui bags in the small backpack that Christina's wearing. And we haven't had really any problems with the guy at the front for checking in a bag. So this has been our system, and it's been working so far.
So we're just putting like the heavier stuff, the liquids, in my backpack. So it's so we're not carrying as much of the heavy stuff in our hands.
And then the rest goes in the Chedraui bags that we bought, which, as of right now, we keep buying them for some reason, but we have 5 or 6 at this point. But we only usually use 1 or 2, and especially we're walking it back to our apartment, so I mean, you could always get a taxi, or if you have a bike, and put it on there. But right now, we're walking it back to the apartment. But you notice also on the right, the place, so that's the electronics right straight ahead. So they sell TVs and stuff and computers. On the right here, they have mopeds and kind of street dirt bikes, which is pretty cool. And on the left, you can see they have quads, little mini quads.
But they have a lot of little stores too. Here you see on the right a shoe store. There's a little kind of cake dessert place on the left. There's on the other side like a beauty supply kind of place. So they have a lot of different options in Chedraui that you can like shop for, little trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, you'll see this whole way is lined with stores. There's
Here's a
Telcel.
Telcel, so you can get that's where we got our phone, not this exact location, but that same company.
That's a pet store for
Cats, dogs.
money exchange. There's a bunch of those around.
Personally, we use Wise for our money exchange because I think, usually you can get a better rate for the exchange, and you can exchange it at any time of day. So it's, for me, more convenient than going out and trying to exchange it in person.
And that's a sunglass store. So they have a lot of stuff. And a lot of options. But we are heading home, so thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you at the next video. Bye.